Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a book that has truly revolutionized how I think about self-improvement and personal growth. We're talking about Atomic Habits by James Clear. This isn't just another self-help book. It's a practical, science-backed guide to building good habits and breaking bad ones, one tiny change at a time. Now you might be thinking, habits? I've tried habits before. They never stick. And I get it. We often try to make massive, sweeping changes overnight. We set ambitious New Year's resolutions, we aim for drastic makeovers, and when we inevitably stumble, we get discouraged and give up. James Clear argues that this approach is fundamentally flawed. The secret isn't about making huge, unsustainable leaps. It's about focusing on the tiny, incremental improvements, the atomic habits, that compound over time to create remarkable results. Think of it like this. If you can get just 1% better each day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. That's the power of compounding. Conversely, if you get 1% worse each day, you'll decline to almost zero. This book is all about harnessing that compounding effect for good. Clear introduces a powerful framework for habit formation built around 4 simple laws. These laws are designed to make good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, while simultaneously making bad habits invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Let's break them down. The first law is make it obvious. This is all about setting up your environment and your cues so that your desired habits are impossible to ignore. For example, if you want to drink more water, keep a pitcher of water on your desk. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. The key is to reduce the friction between you and the habit. You want to make the cue for your good habit as prominent as possible. And for bad habits, the inverse applies. Make it invisible. If you want to stop snacking on junk food, don't keep it in the house. Put it out of sight, out of mind. The less you see the cue, the less likely you are to engage in the habit. This leads us to the second law. Make it attractive. We are more likely to do something if it feels appealing. Clear suggests temptation bundling. Pairing a habit you want to do with a habit you need to do. For instance, you only get to watch your favorite show while you're on the treadmill, or you can listen to that podcast you love only during your commute. This makes the desired habit more desirable. For bad habits, the inverse is make it unattractive. We need to reframe our thinking about negative behaviors. Instead of focusing on the immediate pleasure, consider the long-term consequences. Think about how much better you'll feel after a healthy meal, or how much more productive you'll be after a good night's sleep. Highlight the downsides of the bad habit to make it less appealing. Now, let's move on to the third law. Make it easy. This is where we focus on reducing the effort required to perform a habit. The 2-minute rule is a fantastic example. If a habit takes less than 2 minutes to do, you should be able to do it. Want to exercise? Start with a single push-up. Want to meditate? Start with 1 minute of deep breathing. The goal is to make starting incredibly simple. Once you've started, it's much easier to continue. The inverse for bad habits is make it difficult. Increase the friction. If you want to reduce screen time, log out of your social media accounts after each session. If you want to stop impulse buying online, delete your saved payment information from websites. The more steps and effort required, the less likely you are to do it. And finally, the fourth law. Make it satisfying. We are driven by rewards. Habits that are immediately rewarding are more likely to stick. For good habits, find a way to give yourself a small, immediate reward. This could be as simple as marking an X on a calendar for every day you complete a habit. Seeing that streak grow is incredibly motivating. Or perhaps after a successful workout, you treat yourself to a relaxing bath. For bad habits, the inverse is make it unsatisfying. This involves introducing an immediate cost or consequence. One method is to use a habit contract. You can agree with a friend that if you skip your workout, you'll owe them $20. The immediate painful consequence makes the bad habit less appealing. One of the most profound concepts in Atomic Habits is the idea of identity-based habits. Clear argues that true behavior change isn't about what you want to achieve, but about who you want to become. Instead of saying, I want to read more, you should say, I am a reader. Instead of, I want to run a marathon, you say, I am a runner. Your habits are the way you embody your desired identity. Every time you perform a habit, you're casting a vote for the type of person you want to be. So, how do we actually implement this? Clear provides a practical roadmap. First, choose your desired identity. What kind of person do you want to be? What are their characteristics? Second, prove it to yourself with small wins. Start with tiny habits that align with your chosen identity. If you want to be a writer, write one sentence. If you want to be healthy, eat one piece of fruit. Each small win reinforces your identity. Third, get a little better each day. Focus on the 1% improvement. Use the 4 laws to build momentum. Fourth, don't break the chain. This ties back to making habits satisfying. Create systems that prevent you from missing days. The calendar trick is a classic for a reason. Fifth, master the art of showing up. The most important thing is consistency, not perfection. Even a tiny effort is better than no effort at all. Clear also emphasizes the importance of systems over goals. Goals are about the results you want to achieve, while systems are about the processes that lead to those results. If you focus on building a great system, the goals will take care of themselves. Instead of just aiming to lose weight, focus on building a system of healthy eating and regular exercise. He introduces the concept of habit tracking, which is incredibly powerful for making habits obvious and satisfying. You can use a simple notebook, a spreadsheet, or a dedicated app. The act of tracking itself serves as a reminder and a visual representation of your progress, making it more satisfying to continue. Another key takeaway is the idea of environment design. Our surroundings have a massive impact on our behavior. By consciously designing your environment to support your good habits and hinder your bad ones, you can make the process of habit change significantly easier. Move your gym clothes to your bedside table. Uninstall distracting apps from your phone. Make the path of least resistance the path towards your desired outcome. What about when things go wrong? Because they will. Life happens. Clear acknowledges this and offers the concept of never missing twice. If you miss a day of your habit, don't let it derail you completely. The goal is not perfection, but consistency. Just get back on track the very next day. 1 missed day is an accident. 2 missed days is the start of a new habit, a bad one. He also talks about the plateau of latent potential. This is the idea that often the results of our habits aren't immediately visible. We might be putting in the effort, but we don't see the payoff right away. This can be discouraging, but it's crucial to understand that progress is happening beneath the surface. It's like planting a seed. You don't see it grow overnight, but with consistent watering and care, it will eventually flourish. Atomic Habits is packed with practical strategies and real-world examples that make these concepts come alive. Whether you want to improve your fitness, learn a new skill, boost your productivity, or simply become a better version of yourself, this book provides the framework and the tools to make it happen. The core message is simple yet profound. Don't aim for massive overnight transformations. Focus on making tiny, sustainable changes, atomic habits. Build systems that make these habits easy, attractive, obvious, and satisfying. And remember, your habits are the building blocks of your identity. By choosing the habits of the person you want to become, you are actively creating that person. So, my challenge to you is this. Pick one small habit you want to build or one bad habit you want to break. Apply the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. And start today, because a single atomic habit, practiced consistently, has the power to change everything. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this summary helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on productivity, personal growth, and building a better life. And let me know in the comments below. What's one atomic habit you're going to start working on? I can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep building those habits.